Some lawmakers, including New York Governor Hochul, are now making a push to ban masks at protests after recent demonstrations over the crisis in the Middle East have led to violence and vandalism here. But critics are now firing back, saying the ban on masks would be an attack on people's rights to peacefully protest. Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg is in the newsroom with much more on the story. Lauren.
Liz, interesting to think about. 4 years ago, New Yorkers wouldn't leave the house without wearing a mask for fear of getting sick from COVID, but now most people do not wear masks in public. But when it comes to some of the pro-Palestinian protests, many have worn masks. But more concerning, a recent string of hate crimes in which masks are worn, making it very hard to track down the offenders. The flag of Israel on fire, and the man holding the flag concealing his identity, hiding behind a mask. Police arrested one person, but are still looking for two others in the incident outside the Israeli consulate in Midtown on Wednesday. But those masks have become a common theme worn by people in various hate-fueled anti-Semitic incidents this past week, including a disturbing incident on Monday when people on a train with their heads and most of their faces covered asked for Zionists to raise their hands.
Raise your hands if you're a Zionist.
It's a vile incident that raises the question about masks in general and how they're being used in a way that is far different than how they were used during COVID.
Some of the masks that have been used in this, the assault on the subway train, that covers everything but your eyes. So there's a distinction in the types of masks.
During COVID, a state law that prevented masks from being worn in public in certain circumstances was repealed. But now the governor is considering getting it reinstated with certain exemptions like medical reasons. The mayor agrees.
People have hid under the guise of wearing a mask for COVID to commit criminal acts and vile acts. And I think now is the time to go back to the way it was pre-COVID.
But the New York Civil Liberties Union disagrees, saying in part, the governor's concerns about masks disguising criminal activity won't be quelled by banning anonymous peaceful protests. A mask ban would be easily violated by bad actors, and if someone engages in unlawful actions, the judgment should be made based on the criminal behavior, not their attire. Reinstating the mask ban would have to go through the legislature, and there is no timeline on when that could happen or whether it would happen. Live in the newsroom, Lauren Glassberg, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.